Hello! I think we're live. I hope we're live. We're here. If you're watching this in the distant future and you found the VOD, you've basically not had to watch 2 hours of me fannying around in Football Manager. We're here. First save of FM26 on stream. Norwich City is the aim. Obviously, in real life, on the verge of sacking their manager. I think it's going to be quite a fun save. Big dilemma. Do we sell Josh Sargent? Do we sell him for 21 to 23 million pounds? I feel like that's probably a sensible starting point. I know the Americans in the chat are going, no, not Captain America. He's good. He probably is the best striker in the Championship, but 22 million pounds? I think it might be a sell. There's no teams interested. He calls it soccer, get rid. Oh, do we have any sell-on clauses? Maybe we do. Do we have sell-on clauses? I can get £375,000 at Abu Kamara. Emi Buendia, 10% of any profit. I can get 3 million off Villa immediately. And Sarah as well. We could sell some stuff. There's actually quite a lot to sell here. This is a lot of money to get now, isn't it? Do I want 3 installments of 1.7 million? So that's like 5.1 million. Or do I want 3.2 million now? Chat, I like money now. I like money now. And then these ones as well. Like, I have to wait for it to play 29 league games, or I can take 200,000 less. I think we sell. I think we sell. And same on this one, right? Will it let me sell this one? It lets me select it. Oh, now I can select it if I go off and on. Wait. Now I can't sell the Buendia one that was sellable before? How does that work? That was, chat, that was literally just a thing, right? I'm not going mental. I guess it's just vanished. Unless someone's saying refresh. Please tell me this isn't a thing where if I refresh it, it just reappears. Nah, it's just gone. It's just gone. Right, well, that's interesting. We need to sort out our team immediately here at Norwich. George Long is out on loan. Danny Barden is for sale at 60. He's awful. Why is he with the senior team? So we've got a squad of 27. And then Tony is injured for 3 to 6 weeks. So he will be back. See, this is a very good young team at Norwich. Like, they've got this mad young team, but in real life, none of these gambles they've taken have really worked out. But I do feel like we need a bit more, like, immediate quality, if I can get it. My transfer budget hasn't updated yet because we've not hit continue. Also, what's going on with the inbox? Oh, it's back. It's back. Well, that's good. I don't need. We don't need to talk to staff, do we? We don't need this. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Record a top official. I feel like we should be getting the championship playoffs this year. How do we play? I hate the fact that this team is set up to play a 4-2-3-1. I think. Yeah, I've only got 4 first-team strikers. And a lot of them are actually like more wingers. So I guess we're playing lone striker. Neil, I'm a bit behind watching on YouTube, but the women's injuries have been logged by someone on the forums. That's good to know. Thank you for letting me know, Neil. I'll hopefully find that thread and add to it. Release Kenny McLean. Less of that. He can still kick a ball in this universe. Can he? I feel like I should sell him if I can at 33. He's in the last year of his contract as well. Get him gone. Surely, like, Saudi Arabian teams want Kenny McLean. Surely. Jack, can you sack Napa? I don't think I can. I don't think I can because he's on quite a lot of money. So it won't be cheap. What's wrong with 4-2-3-1? It's just a bit boring, isn't it? It's just you wait all year for a new football manager to play a 4-2-3-1. Like, a bit boring. What formation are we set up to play here, really? There's not many fullbacks. Is Jack Stacey Norwich's only right back? Oh, they got Fisher as well who can play right back. I mean, Fisher can play right wing back, and the left backs can play left wing back. Am I going to play a 3 at the back? Maybe I'm playing a 3 back. Could I... I'm thinking about how I'd want to play this. Out of possession. And then in possession, maybe play... something like that. Is that too crazy? Maybe play with wide centre-backs. I'm just kind of blocking out a rough shape here. If I gift you £5 of IRL money, would that offset the cost of sack Napa? I don't think it would. Let's start putting in some players. So in goal, Kovacic is going to be our goalie, I guess. He's pretty good. He's very good in FM. I feel like Norwich have signed a load of football manager style players. Players that are completely unproven in England and in real life. It's not worked out for them. But actually, in Football Manager, it might work out for us. Is that like an accurate description of how it's gone? We've got Harry Darling, not very quick, our centre-backs, which is maybe a bit concerning with us playing a 3-back. Jose Cordoba, like, is quality. I know that the players' chat are a bit jumbled in the tactics. Once I've got players in the slots, I'll fix it so it's not completely broken, as you can see there. Is Medic like the next best centre-back in the kind of hierarchy? I mean, he's good in the air. Is he better than Cordoba in the air? Yeah. Yeah, he is. And then Cordoba is left-footed and Darling is right-footed, I think. Yes, okay, that makes sense. At DM, I don't want to play Kenny McLean. I feel like maybe I should focus on getting the players with potential in the team, right? I mean, Emmanuel here is he better than Harry Darling? Where is Darling? The fact that this polygon, by the way, is just a random polygon instead of the one shown everywhere else in the game is mental. Oh, Darling is better. Emmanuel could be first backup, though. So we've got Diallo, who can play left or right mid. He's very right-footed, but I could play him on the left, cutting in on his stronger foot. The fact he can play either side is useful. What about Jurasek? Okay, Jurasek plays on the right. Okay, so I'll play Jurasek on the right and Diallo on the left. Tell you what, Football Manager and Norwich have some banging players, don't they? Wow. Cernak at striker? This team is really set up to play a 4-2-3-1. Is the in-game edition the same as previous years? Do you mean the in-game editor, Cameron? It is, as far as I'm aware, although I've not tried it. It's Finamac, mate. Thank you for the super chat. I'm very sorry I missed that. I heard the lights in Monaco need recounting. Oh, mate. I loaded up F1 Manager not that long ago for like a little play session. I actually really enjoyed it. It made me sad that there's no more coming. Could I go with Chris Garden and Cernak as my front two and then sell Sargent, or is that stupid? Can I show the editor? I've not got it, Tofke. I've not got the editor. Right, I need to... These players are all being shuffled the wrong way round because of how this bloody screen works. So I'll reshuffle them like this. I mean, Sargent is the best player in the team, but I think I might sell him. Which I know is blasphemous. We're going to end up playing like a very Italian free back here, I think. Have we got players in the youth team I should promote? Chat, Norwich have some mad talent. Jovan Makama. Wow, he's good. Is he good? He's not bad. He's on a lot. I feel like he should probably be in the senior team. And then Mahavo is 20. How long is he injured for? 2 months? He can only play left back. I don't play with left backs. Urari McConville. I mean, he is not bad at centre-back. Get him promoted too. What's Norwich's issue in real life? This guy's not bad either. But he's injured. How long for? Torn ACL. Gabe Forsyth. Get him in the senior team. Oh, gosh, I accidentally clicked on opposition instructions because it's really easy to misclick on stuff here. No vision for how we should play football. I feel like Norwich have some really good players as well, which makes like the fact they're struggling so much more confusing to me. I mean, Diallo here is mad fast. Also, why every time I go back to the tactics screen does it go to the combined view even when both is selected? Jurasek can't play right wing back, so I can't switch to wing backs even if I wanted to. Also, I just noticed here on this screen the centre backs have all been shuffled as well. I feel like I'm playing a mini game sometimes when I'm playing with the tactics screen. Does anyone else relate to that? I think centre mid is the issue. Am I really going to have to play Kenny McLean there? Oscar Haljic-Schwartau? Please tell me if that's how we say his name. He is our little playmaker in the middle. He'll be the more attacking centre mid. Jacob Wright as like a bit of a quarterback as our DM. Comes deep to get the ball, dictates tempo. I think makes sense to bring him into the team. And then, am I going to have to put McLean in? Or Forson? I mean, Forson is quality. This team has absolutely no balance whatsoever. Like, this is like the kind of team you make in Football Manager where you're going after wonder kids that you can realistically afford as a championship team. Just got to shuffle around these players so that they're not moving in and out of possession the wrong way. We could play like right as a deep line playmaker with then Darling and I think it'll be Cordoba. Wait, Cordoba was left-footed though, right? Yeah, he was. Some parts of this game's UI are very frustrating to play through. If I get rid of Sargent, is that stupid? I just feel like 20 million. I could fix the team. Can anyone please answer? Is there multiplayer in this game? There is. You can play with other friends who have the game, but you both have to be online at the same time. It's called a network game. Is this going to be too attacking if I play like this? Use the in-game editor yet? I haven't. I don't really use the in-game editor ever. Okay, chat. So in my head, this is the dream right now. This is what I'm thinking. We're not going to be playing a custom Gegenpress. I'm going to change the style. So if you have it on the left, Darling steps forward. If you have it on the... Sorry, if you have it on the left, Cordoba steps forward. If you have it on the right, Darling steps forward. Then out of possession. Does Sargent need to track back? Probably not. I could go with a screening DM. Because I think our back three will be okay. And then actually, I forget, with wide midfielders now, the tracking wide midfielder makes this shape viable in Football Manager for the first time in ages. A bit off topic, but how did the Gibraltar save end? We won back-to-back Champions Leagues. And it kind of just felt like it was a bit done. So if we go with this, I mean, that makes sense. I think that this makes sense. I have to say, the visualizer is the best thing in this game, right? The visualizer's great. In my opinion, best addition to the game. I still don't really understand the difference between an inside forward and a wide forward. I feel like they just hug the byline later, but then they just tuck in later. If we look at the illustration, chat, what difference does it make? Yeah, they just start wider. Which actually, in our system, probably is a better, because it will make more channels for the two centre mids to move into. So we'll go with the wide forward. Do I try and play like a repossession-based brand of football here, or do we play hoofball? I feel like with how we're set up, we need to kind of dominate possession, play wider, create channels for underlaps inside, I think is going to be the play. Distribution to centre-backs, I don't mind. Play through press. Can we play through the press here? I think we can. My only concern is that the wide players are going to be a bit too far forward. But actually, they start kind of deep. Just a question. If you start to save for the beta, do you need to start on for full release? You do not, no. Mexico won the World Cup in your save. If Mexico won the World Cup in real life in Mexico, it'd be absolutely biblical, wouldn't it? Just showing it. Do you experience that a lot of bug fixes are done? No, the game is still buggy as hell. It's like, I'll be honest, chat, like, the game is very buggy. I've not had any, like, game-breaking bugs. Like, I know people have had it where it, like, freezes at half-time. Like, my biggest issues with the game have been, like, just UI issues that add up over time. Just the amount of them, like, really add to frustration. But I know that my experience is kind of different to other people's in that regard. Quick question. Do work permits in game become easy to get as you climb up the Football League? I mean, they do, but that's because the players are better. I'd say the women's injury bug was game breaking. You know what? That is a fair point. I feel like that's some... Was that in the earlier bits of the beta? Like, if that wasn't in the earlier builds of the beta... Well, no. If it was in the earlier builds of the beta, mental, it's not been addressed. So I feel like with this system, right, we can look to pass into space because we kind of want to get the ball ahead of our wide forwards and ahead of the two centre mids that are going to make runs forward as the advanced playmaker and channel midfielder. Then the underlaps are just going to encourage Jurasek and Diallo to hold on to the ball to allow these guys to get forward. But we are actually going to try and play the ball out from the back. And then out of possession, you play like a 5-3-2. My head's in the way here, chat. My massive head. Is it better if I move the face cam over to the other side, chat? Wait, I shouldn't move it there. I think I can... if I untick this, then tick this. Okay, that didn't fix the problem. Is it better if my face cam's over this side? It probably is. So we're going to play kind of possession-based system, but we are still going to look to run at defences and pass it into space when there is opportunities. And then out of possession. Thing is, when the wide midfielders are high up the pitch initially, it probably is better to press high. Kind of try and match teams 4-on-4 with their back four and then our front four. But then if they do beat that initial press, like, our team will just drop back into this shape. It's like out of possession. And these guys will be in kind of higher positions because of this setup. Also, I think the poacher and channel forward should be the other way around. Because, yeah, that then, wait, did that rotate? Oh, it did rotate them. Did it change? Did I have Sergeant on a poacher before? But yeah, I think if we play this shape right, we'll have, when we lose the ball, if we trigger presses immediately, we've got this 4-on-4, we force teams to go long. The only risk will be is for teams playing a front four, but people don't play front fours. So I think it's fine. Jack, I know you're trying to start your team, but any idea on Moretti? I don't know, I'm afraid, Craig. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of Football Manager. I wish I knew every player. Because we're playing a back five with the tracking wide midfielders, we probably should try and stop crosses. I think the rest of this is fine for now. We can tweak it more as we need to. You can tell this game was made for console. I'm afraid to say, Beerbots, I played the console version at the start of this stream for half an hour. It was fucking awful. It was worse than on PC. McCamm's 6'5". Oh, so he's the big meaty boy. Do Ajax have stuff in-game? They don't. There are add-ons that add it. It's a licensing thing, sadly. I I think we trained Fisher to play right mid. What I will say is, the game has been a lot less, and this is like really like low bar chat. The game's been a lot less crashy for me since like the first, you know, few patches they put out. And I don't know if that is kind of exclusively just me getting lucky. But I think the stability of the game has definitely got better since release. Which I feel like that's like, you know, minimum expectations in many ways. But there's like the stability has just got better. Also, why is tracking wide midfielder not something I can train him in here? For his out of possession role. Oh, tracking wide midfielder is considered an attacking role. But why? It's a left mid, right mid thing. Bizarre. I think what's happened is this game's UI was designed for console and for PC at once. And actually what's ended up happening is they've made a UI that's not great for either. And the reason they probably merged it is purely like a cost thing. I realise, chat, I'm setting up like my normal, you know, best 11 preset here. All nice. Can't actually save out my team selections. So is there any point? In my head, it just makes me feel happier when I like plan out the entire team and know what we've got. Is it 9 subs in the championship now? I feel like it's 9. Emmanuel Marcondes, you are not great. He's already listed. No one wants him. There's quite a lot of players that I would like to get rid of that I think are going to be tricky. Do you need to relearn this game? You need to relearn the UI, but actually the cores of the game are very similar, with the exception of tactics. Do you back SI with FM26, or do you back those saying FM26 is a letdown? That is... I don't think the game's great, but I don't think the game's as bad as some people on the internet make out. I did a 45-minute long video discussing my thoughts on the current state of the game, and I'll be honest, my thoughts on the game haven't really changed since that video. The idea that you have to choose a side. Are you on SI's side, Jack? Do you think the game is playable, or is it unplayable? And you side with the people. Like, what a weird mind. Like, it's not how it works. Right, chat. If I could save out team selections, that would be my team selection that I would save out. How do you make everything fit the screen? I don't know what you mean. I mean, I'm on a 4K screen, so that's why it might fit on mine. Right, who's the big earners who are on too much money? Shane Duffy's on 35 grand. He's already transfer listed. Do we just try and give him away? Or transfer list him and offer him out for unspecified? That is pain. Jesse, thank you for the prime. Cheers, chat. Let's go with another banging year of content. Much love, mate. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And also, Chris, I'm so sorry. I missed your message earlier, Chris. Good luck with 26. Really entertaining video so far. Hope you're they're doing well for you. They are, mate. I appreciate it. And also, Brainiac, thank you for the 6. Skinning is not really going to be a thing this year. I mean, there will be skins, but they're not going to be to the extent that you're familiar with if you played past FMs. I'm looking forward to full release tomorrow. I don't think... I think if people expect tomorrow's patch to fix the game, they're also going to be disappointed. Why is Jack Stacey on 25 grand? I don't understand. I mean, our aim this year is top half finish. I feel like we should be pushing for the championship, but I'm definitely going to try and lean more on the younger players. Lots of people want Josh Sargent. You know what? Let's just offer him out. Let's just offer. I'm not transfer listing him. We're just testing the room. Didn't Shane Duffy get really drunk? But like £23 million as a championship team can do a lot. Oh no, everyone's right F. YouTube, we're back. We're back. That was a quick F. Are we back? People are writing F, but I think we're here. I think we're still down on Twitch, but YouTube's back. YouTube! I think the stream... Is the stream back on Twitch? We're back! Panic over. I don't know why it does it. I should look into it more. How much am I selling him for? I think at any offer over 18 million I entertain. Oh, the game knew. The game knew. The game knew. And the clauses I don't love. I need the money now. I need the money. 30 million now. Okay, maybe I got greedy. I'll admit it. Crystal Palace have European football. They've got money. I mean, these offers, they're never going to go that high, are they? We'll offer him out again. We'll offer him out. I can't offer him out again. We'll wait. Was I greedy asking for that money? Probably. No offers for Shane Duffy or Jack Stacey. Yeah, his wage demands are mental, I agree. He's on 25... Why is he on 25 grand? Norwich fans, can you explain? Was he ever good? Big Cheesy, 7 feet, mate. You've said a load of stuff about the game, which is fair enough. But at this point, you are just ranting for the sake of being negative in a stream where other people are just kind of playing the game. I fully understand you're disappointed. But my YouTube or Twitch chat is not the place to vent your frustrations all the time. We need to... I need him gone. I need him gone. I think my Twitch is... Chat, is my Twitch not up right now? If you're on Twitch, F5. If you're on Twitch, you can't hear me say that. Is anyone watching on Twitch successfully? Is F5... We're back. F5. Oh, the squad's unhappy about I've treated Jack Stacey. Do one. Why am I trying to force him out of the club? We need to abide by financial fair play. We know the reasons, we just don't like them. What do you mean? I don't like FFP either. I don't like FFP either. What are you waffling about, lads? That was productive. We need to get rid of him because of FFP. Yeah, we good reason, don't like it. Great. What do you want me to do about it? Is he dizzy? I'm fuming. Everything is absolutely fine. Oh, Union Berlin want him. Make the offer. Make the offer. Theo. Should he go out on loan? Yeah, he's not very good. At least according to our staff. Part of me, like, wants to have a loan manager deal with all of this, but I also just don't trust the loan manager not to mess things up. Also, JJ! Hall of Famer. Rotherham want him on loan as a halfback. Yeah, if you're going to give him regular football, that works for me. Offers for Charlie Wilson. Norwich are stacked with young players, aren't they? The Twitch stream isn't down. Oh, it is down. YouTube, are you still here? Why is the internet so bad? I mean, the internet's fine because we're still live on... we're still live. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, chat. I'm going to do the thing that I fixed my internet with before. I have to connect to the Wi-Fi as well as the wired connection. Right. I now have 2 connections. We're back! YouTube's still here. Hashtag blame Twitch. I've changed some internet settings. Maybe it'll fix it. It probably won't. YouTube's all good. I really should just get a loan manager in, but... And I was saying this before the internet went down. I think the issue with a loan manager is they, like, balls up 1 in, like, 5 loans. This guy's not bad. Benavides, but I assume he would use an ESC slot, and I don't think we've got any left. I'll decline the inductions. We'll deal with them later. How much money do I have? 6 million. Are there any good free agents this year at the start of the game? I've actually not really checked. I think Tommy Yasu's available, but he's always injured, isn't he? He literally starts... Oh, he starts out for 4 to 5 months. It's not great. Oh, Renan Lottie's available. I mean, to be fair, he'd fit my team as my left back / left mid. Part-time legend Caleb Anson's probably in your under-21s. Fact! Is Caleb Anson still at Norwich? Don't think he's left. Mikel Antonio? I didn't realise Antonio was a free agent. Is he still a free agent? I like the fact I've just, I've picked an entire team based on kind of trying to build youth. And now I'm looking for all these older players thinking, maybe? There's one bloke I kind of want to sign, chat, but I don't want it to become a meme that I sign him every save game. Why can I not... Who's the Japanese winger chap that I signed at Manchester United? His name's literally gone from my head. It's a really long name. It's like Tower Ratsumida. There we go. Tower Ratsumida. Yeah, Cotter's his first. This guy who's made a bid. Oh, Man United have made a bid. So it wasn't that stupid when I signed him in my Manchester United save game. If anything, I was a visionary. The AI has copied me, machine learning. The internet's gone down again. Why? Everything's fine. YouTube's still here, Jack. We have to hold it together. We have to try and hold it together. The thing is, the internet's absolutely fine. The internet is fine. We've not gone down. We're still here, right, YouTube? YouTube, we're still here. You're still here, right? YouTube's still here. So, let's just blame Twitch. We just blame Twitch. I don't think I can get him over Manchester United. So I think this is not going to work. He's very good. I'm trying to think if there's any other good Japanese players that I could sign, but there probably isn't. He probably wouldn't have joined me anyway. I stopped multi-streaming USA List during the league, and I still had the issue. So then I brought back the multi-streaming. I don't know what causes the issue. It's very frustrating. Divock Origi's available, but the wages are a problem. Dene. Can you remember when Dene was absolutely quality in FM for years? Like, he used to be like a must-sign player because Man City would always release him. Tafgaj, mate, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate that love massively. We have 6 million. I'm trying to remember who was on my top 10 best Wonder Kids video chat. Is that boring? We just signed Wonder Kid. I just want to know if any of them are actually kind of realistic transfers. Let's have a little look, see. Load shortlist. Top 10 Wonder Kids. Ah, that didn't work. That's gone well. Was it the other shortlist? Is it this one? Why does nothing work in this game? Norwich are a Wonder Kiddie team, aren't they? Let's be real. We could go for Amara Diouf. He's not very good now, but he will be good in a year's time. I think I should probably should buy him. I feel like he's a very Norwich City signing. Also, hey, it annoys me that the remove and exclude is on the left side now. Okay, if he plays 50 league games for me, you can have 100k. If he doesn't play that many games for me, you only get 100k. You cheeky bastards. He's probably worth it. Is definitely worth it. Why is Max Aaron's banned? It's a very long story. It's a very, very long story. Find Timu Pukki and bring him back. Oh, I could. The throwback. There is Karabashvili. The thing is, he doesn't join for a year and a half, and I'm not playing with left backs. Kinte's quality. He'd actually fit my system, but he's just joined Tromso. Unless they fixed his profile. Did they fix him? No. The thing is, Diallo, who I've got the offer in for, wouldn't join us till next year anyway. Not Diallo, sorry, Diouf. I've already got Diallo. I'm thinking of the player that I've already got who's called Diallo. I could have 2 Senegalese wingers. That'd be fun. Until AFCON comes around. Oh, delegate press. Does anyone do press conferences in Football Manager? Anyone? If you do, you're sus. I'm sorry. Hey, Azami Nene, dude, how you doing? The injury bug in Japan is not me, by the way. Yeah, that is. I assume you've just seen it. I think it's tied to the women's football specifically. And I wonder if it's to do with women's leagues where the detail is set lower, the training injuries are too high. It's annoying. Also, MD Games 100-bit cheer. We love that. Do I have sound effects? Can we play sound effects? I don't know if they play on YouTube and Twitch or just one. Never mind. Oh, God. Can you hear that on YouTube? No idea. No idea. I only do press conferences where I storm out. Correct way to do them, IMO. That is the correct way to do it. Is there a way you can just... Like, normally I just ignore these loans a lot of the time, but I feel like at Norwich I probably should be paying more attention to them. Is there a way where you can, like, just set some parameters to auto-reject? Like, I'm happy to accept any loan offer where they're guaranteed first-team regular or higher and 50% of the wages are covered. Accept or reject based on that. I feel like the development list used to have something like that, but they've got rid of it. Delegate everything and only do press conferences and live your PR assistant dream. I mean, I'm never going to judge someone for playing Football Manager their way. If you want to send him to back, Mbakazi at Orlando Pirates is a baller. To be fair, he was in my top 10 Wonder Kids video. I don't think... Oh, he is. Chat, he's here. Oh, he's here. Hold. Oh, there's bids on him. No! Nice and Bologna. Do I go at try and outbid them? This guy's actually a baller. 16 passing and 16 vision as a centre-back. There might be work permit issues. Ignore them. They want more money. I'll give you more. I'll give you more. Why does 3D not work on FM Touch? No idea. I've never played FM Touch in my life. Right, Amara Joof. Get in the van! I'll give you I'm going to just get him to say the line. If you didn't know, when you're looking to sign players in Football Manager, if they say the line, my client thinks this is a very acceptable offer, no matter what, I've accidentally removed that there, no matter what, the deal will be accepted. You know something that I've realised, chat? When I'm playing in videos, I'm not really playing through the game like I am now while talking. And I concentrate more and I know what I'm doing. Whereas when I'm streaming, I'm having to multitask more and focus less on the game, and it's very easy to kind of just misclick and make mistakes. So here, by the way, if you get this line, my client thinks this is a very acceptable offer. No matter what interest is coming in from other teams, the player will always sign for you. So in this instance here, where £4,000 a week isn't actually that much of an overpay, in my opinion, for someone this good, it's just worth throwing that money at him. More offers made for Mbakazi. Why do I feel like I'm not getting him? They delayed my decision. I gave you so much. Also, Joof waiting on a work permit. Chat, I've never misclicked in my life, I swear. Who else has made bids? Monaco have offered... I've offered so much more than anyone else has offered. Accept my bid. Let's get this going. Also, I should say, with the exception of the stream going down, which I fully appreciate, suboptimal, I will continue to try and figure out how to fix it. Has the rest of the stream been fine, like in terms of the quality and anything else, really? I asked that purely because I've not streamed this game before, and obviously it's quite radically different to past FMs, like in that regard. Right, we need to go to staff responsibilities. Now, I was shown how to get to staff responsibilities recently. Can I remember how to get there? You can just search it, by the way, if you'd rather do that. Is staff not under squad? Chat, where is staff now? You know what? I'll just search it. There's a way to get to it, but oh, is it under club and then responsibilities? Why is staff under club? But you know what? It kind of makes sense. I'm just looking for things to complain about now. I just feel like so much stuff is hidden. YouTube is fine. Blame Twitch. Amen. Amen. Oh, chat, the tactic cucks. We've beaten a non-league Swiss team 8-1. Come on. How are you, Jack? I'm doing very well, thank you, Sergeant Lecter. I'm doing very well. It's been a bit of a crazy couple of weeks. Football Manager came out, and I also had the in-laws visiting. So we've been playing host, my wife and I, to her parents, who've never been and stayed with us in the UK before, and they've had our bed. And so my wife's been sleeping on the sofa, and I've been sleeping on like a single fold-out bed. So it's not been kind of optimal conditions for a Football Manager launch. But no one's noticed the fact I'm a bit sleep deprived, so it's fine. All right, Mbakazi, I'm giving him big money, chap. There's so many people that want this guy, and I think he's worth kind of... He's going to be my starting centre-back for the foreseeable future. He wants a release clause to teams in a higher division that I can't get rid of. But if we get promoted, it's fine. I'm going to want to remove that at some point, aren't I? Let's lower the thing is, he's worth the money. I'm signing him for 700k. If I sell him for 23 million, it's kind of fine, isn't it? Rather have this UI forever or in Lordstown forever. I don't hate the UI. Like, this is... Okay. There are lots of little really illogical bits with the UI which I don't think are good. But in general, I actually think it can be salvaged. Like, I think there's certain buttons that need removing and some stuff that should be brought more into the forefront. But and some of it is just relearning stuff. But in general, I think rather than the entire game, right, being broken down into these 6 drop-downs, if the entire game was, like, broken down into 10 chunks, and those 10 chunks were accessible via bookmarks on the left side, it'd probably... Well, it would just be the old game, essentially. It'd probably be absolutely fine. Right, that is a very fair offer for Mbikazi. If he turns that down to go to someone else, I gave him what I could. Monaco made an offer, but it's nowhere near ours. I think people forget, like, how basic and how much wasted space there was in the old FM skin. Like, it really wasn't very good. I feel like the UI needs just a lot of refinement, but I don't think it's like some kind of unsalvageable thing where it's a case of rip it all up, go back to the previous game. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's too rational under a take on the internet. I feel like on the internet you're meant to either love something or hate something and there's no nuance. How do you set up the database of your players? I tend to have large database size, but then I'll add a custom size add-on that loads in all top division players in South America and Europe. Like, in general, I actually quite like the new inbox. I hate the fact that spacebar, like, doesn't take you through the messages, and more than ever I find myself hitting mark all as read. Because you can just get too much of a backlog of emails. Oh, Pisa making Mbikazi offer. Is he going to go to Pisa over me, do we reckon? Probably. I'm kind of willing to make him a joint highest earner. Is that controversial? Not with Duffy, but like with the £25,000 crew. There is still some interest in Jack Stacey. Let's try offering him out again. Just press the arrows in the inbox, but I don't want to have to press the arrows to go through it. Because the old way it used to be on any screen, you could hit spacebar and it would take you to your inbox. I don't know if people realise that. I feel like the people who tell you just use the arrows didn't like use spacebar before how I would. Like, if you're on this screen here with 2 unread emails, in any other FM, you could hit spacebar and it would take you to the next unread email immediately. Like, I can't do that with arrows. If I want to do that now, I have to like click on screen, then click the like down, because it goes to the top for some reason. There are some weird design choices, but I don't feel like the game's unsalvageable. Is that like a hot take? I just hope that like stuff like the UI, they continue to improve through this year. I don't think anyone is going to be upset if FM27 had a similar UI to FM26's if they were to continue working on FM26's for another 6 months. I just pray they don't like wait 6 months, like they don't hold back loads of changes for FM26 thinking, oh, we'll fix that for FM27, if that makes any sense. The in-game editor editing club finances doesn't work. Is that true? I've not got the in-game editor, so I couldn't even tell you. How much am I giving this bloke, chat? Am I just... Is 25k just a fair amount to go, hey, here's a sum of money. I think you'll be my long-term centre-back. Let's go to 9. If he says the line immediately, then I don't need to offer more. I think I go, you know what, 25k, then there's no regrets. If he turns me down, it's fine. Is there any way to resize things? You can try changing the scaling, but it only changes the text size rather than the actual scale of a bit, which is really shit. Hey, well, how do you filter male in player search? You don't need to, Jerry Fisher, depending on if you're managing in men's or women's football. As far as I'm aware, it'll only show players relevant to the team you're managing. Also, I realised, actually, this year... So, chat, for people who don't know, when you have your assistant set to manage friendlies, your assistant will just use your preset picked 11 here. But because you can't save team selections at the moment, what I actually recommend is, under responsibilities, manage the friendlies, but then just instant result them. But before the game, you can, like, you know, select only for this game and then pick the team, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you can't save squads right now. I can't believe that's not in the game. There's so many little things which I'm just like, I don't understand how this doesn't make it into the game. Like being able to save preset team selections, because what I would normally do is I'd save my best 11 out, clear the team selection, and just let the assistant rotate the team through pre-season. But you can't do that anymore. SO have pulled all FMs from the Steam store. Well, I don't think they've pulled FM26. If they have, that'd be incredible. But they always pull the past FMs from the Steam store. That's just how Football Manager works. You can tell I've refreshed the Steam page, chat, because I'm listening to the music. Although, actually, you guys can't hear it. You know that bloody flute music from all the trailers? Being able to save squads is lost technology. True. But yeah, all FMs get removed when the next one comes out. That's like not a new thing. Right, championship aims, top half, brilliant. Nothing else to say. Get me out of here. See, my muscle memory on that's quite good now, chat. I've only done that like 15 times. I've played a lot of seasons. Don't judge me. I think eventually you'll get the muscle memory back. Am I nervous for today's game? A little bit. The thing with with the Champions League format now, where it's like 8 games to like get rid of 8 teams. Is that right? I think it's 8 teams or 12 teams. Like, there's not. It doesn't really get exciting until the end. Oh, Shane Duffy, don't get injured when I'm trying to sell you some, please. What team does I support? Liverpool. Jack, how do you select a selection of players ticking each tick box? You don't need to tick in the tick box. It's a bit stupid. You can just hold shift and click in the blank space, like anywhere. As long as it's like not where their names are, which is a link. You can also just hold control if you want to just select various players. You don't have to tick in the tick box. Because if you're doing this, if you hold control right and you're just clicking through these players, then you misclick on one. Actually, they kind of fixed it. It used to be if you misclicked on one, it would deselect all the others. Did they change that? I feel like that's how it used to be. Hey, Macu, thank you for the super chat. Console version is virtually unplayable, so infuriating. I played one pre-season game at the start of the stream on it. What's unplayable with it? Like, I've not seen. I played a game where I didn't make subs and I simmed to the end. Reviews mostly negative on Steam. Why is that? I did a 45-minute long video talking about the current state of FM. Admittedly, that was during the beta, but kind of with the foresight of not a lot was going to change and hasn't really changed during the beta. that video will give you a perfect summary as to like, the current state of the game. But it's very rough around the edges. Okay, we can allocate Dew for an ESC spot. I mean, he doesn't join us for a year, but when he joins us, he fits kind of the mould of player we're looking for. Udinese made an offer for Mbakazi. I don't think I'm signing Mbakazi, chat. Bad news. I think he's going elsewhere. Am I playing with any of the mods right now? I'm not. I accidentally... In fact, I think I accidentally removed them before I started streaming. So I've got no mods active right now. Dopey Twitcher, 1 year of a sub. What better way to celebrate than by sacking Ben Napper? No, worth a try. I'm sorry. Maybe one day. Can you save your team views? You can, but it's really stupid. Like this. So if you want to save your team views, chat, right? You see how like you right click here, so you have to go to export current view, and then import view. But it's like there's no like import or export button. You just have to know to right click at the top, and then it's at the bottom. So what happened, chat? I accidentally removed the mods, which I know sounds stupid. But basically, in Steam, one way you can force your game to update without restarting Steam when an update drops is to verify your game files and then just cancel it immediately. But what I did was I verified the game files, forgot to cancel it, and verifying the game files basically read my modded kind of files as the game being corrupt. So it re-downloaded the fixed files and got rid of the mod. So, GG, well played by me. Boogie R, thank you for the prime. Chat, can I just say, I appreciate all the love and support. I've not really discussed it much. They've signed him on a free. I don't know who that man is, but he has a high-definition picture, so he must be good. But yeah, the plan with streaming is to stream like 3 to 4 nights a week. This week I am going to be a little bit busy catching up on lots of guide video bits and pieces. But yeah, there is going to be lots of regular content dropping. And yeah, there is now a mod manager. I need to test it out, but at this point I'm kind of just going to wait, I think, for the what do you call it? Like the next what do you call it? My brain's all right. For the next update to come out tomorrow. Should I start my proper save today or wait for the next patch? You can start it today. Most fixes are going to be save game compatible. Also, I do feel very rusty streaming, chat. So apologies. I feel rough around the edges. It's like I've not streamed in 3 months and I'm a little bit sleep deprived at the moment. Because as I mentioned, for the last 2 weeks, I have been sleeping on a sofa. Right. I did have a bug before where when you tick the only for next match, but it didn't actually only apply for next match. But good news, it worked there. Oh, wait, no, did it? No, it didn't. Chat, I definitely ticked the only next match button, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. I definitely ticked the only next match button. I literally made a deliberate effort to do it. I mean, it's not changed the team that much. You know what? I know my team. I'll fix at the end of pre-season. We'll just clear the team and I'll deal with it at the end. Tom, thank you for the super chat. Where's the editor to come in out? If you know, love the vids. Dude, thank you so much. I think the editor's out now. Chat, is the pre-game editor out now? I have no doubt it has loads of crashy issues. But I think it is out now. Are these videos going on YouTube? YouTube. So streams are available on YouTube after the fact as VODs. There's no plans to edit down the streams into kind of videos right now. Maybe that will change, but that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I still don't... Chat, if I sell Josh Sargent, I need to have a striker planned in to bring in. Rather than spamming offering him out, I probably should be looking at what's actually available, right? Create requirement, striker... Playing time. It's gonna be important player probably. We'll see if we get any interest. Could get Ryan on the cheap. I don't think Ryan is cheap at the start of the game. I could be mistaken. Ryan's very good this year. I need to know his Brazilian name, chat, and I can't remember what it is. Who did he start as? It's not Victoria. It's Vasco. Is Vasco VSC? Is it Vas? What's Vasco's shortened name? Ah! Was it Vasto de Gama? No. VDG. Thank you. I should get a real name fix installed, shouldn't I? Then we wouldn't have this problem. Ryan is quality. He's wanted by the big boys. I don't think I could afford him. He wants to get promoted. I mean, he would, to be fair, if I sold Josh Sargent, if I sold Logan Sargent, I'd be making millions. Although it would mean I've kidnapped him. No, if I sell Josh Sargent, I had to remember which Sargent it was, I could sign a player like him. All these streamers just sim friendlies is whack. I'll be honest, Alex. I feel like the friendlies when I'm playing against the Swiss non-league teams aren't particularly useful. Especially when you're just rotating the team. There's not a lot to be gained from it. Billy G's not my player. He's going on loan to Blackpool. It's not going to catch it as a song, is it? I want him to be good. I want the maximum pitch size allowed with our system. Imagine having the name Billy G. It's quality. Kind of want to get the editor and just give him 200 potential. Did I offer out Sargent and we didn't get any bids? Or am I, like, misremembering? No one's making a bid. Are you playing with the patch that's out tomorrow? No, well, no. Not right now. I wish I had the patch ahead of time. Football Manager should just give me it early, chat. Could be a great advert, couldn't it? Any ideas on the lower league database will be out? Honestly, it's normally shortly before Christmas. Oh, McLean's got injured. Okay, it's not a bad injury. We're fine. Chat, are we getting Mbakazi? Have I overput... Oh, offers for Sargent. Brentford have offered me money up front. Mbakazi for 700k, chat, is done. He is going to be the joint highest earner at the club, but I think we just chuck him in the first team. He's going to be my centre-back in the middle. And with his 16 passing and 16 vision, he's just going to be a quarterback. But that is my plan with him. He's good in the air. He's not quick. Forbes. I'm just accepting all these. I'm not even reading it. Will the Japanese women's game ever make the videos? Probably not. How much am I selling Sargent for? If I got 20 million up front, would I take it? I feel like Brentford are going to be hell-bent on instalments. What about 10 million now, 15 million in 6 months? I don't even think that was that unreasonable. That was not unreasonable. And Fiorentina locked in 12 million. Am I just getting greedy? We'll offer him out again. Someone will make a bid again, right? It's just the Josh Sargent problem. Oh, we have offers. Brentford are back again. Me and Brentford, they're going to hate me. View offer. Chat, it's the same offer as before. How about 10 million now, then 10 million in 6 months? That's not unreasonable, you bugs! The thing is, I kind of need a bigger base fee because I'm going to need to sign a replacement. So selling him for 4 million now just... It's like blowing off my own kneecaps. Right, can I offer him out again? Is this PC or Xbox? This is PC. I've already offered him out. I can't offer him out again. Someone make a bid, please. SI's probably going to say the game's been review bombed. It's weird, right? Because I think the word review bombed gets thrown around a lot, but there is little to no doubt in my mind. There are people who will give FM a negative review this year who are doing it just because like they see other people doing it. Like there's kind of a general trend with games on Steam where very few actually end up in kind of the 40 to 60% like rated. Because if a game gets a few negative reviews, people kind of jump on the bandwagon and tank it further. I think they probably knew it was going to happen, that it wasn't going to review well. And to be fair, I think a lot of people are kind of justified in their complaints. I said earlier, I feel like this year football might, like, it's a shame that Steam doesn't really have, like, more nuance to the reviews rather than recommend or don't recommend. Like, if there was, like, a, hey, it's okay for these reasons, but not for these, like, that's where I would review it. Right, if Mbakazi doesn't get the work permit, that's going to be awkward after all the money I've spent on him. In my opinion, if this game came out as a rival to Football Manager without the Football Manager name attached to it, people would rave about it and big it up so much. Because I do, like, compared to any other sports management game I've played, it is good. Like, it's not flawless, it has its quirks, but I think Football Manager have set such a high standard for themselves, and it's very difficult to try and justify to consumers them spending money on something that isn't an upgrade. But is that then just them being a victim of their own success? Like, if I appreciate the sports management genre is very niche. Like, if you've played any other sports management game, this game is a lot better than any other sports management game I've played. I realise I never set up the training, which I should probably do through pre-season. I feel like Makama could be good longer term. He's absolutely massive. It's a shame his heading's not better. He's 21. Where was he at? How much did they spend on him? They got him from Lincoln for 1.2 million. Hey, Tricora, how are you keeping, mate? Are you well? I'm conscious, chat, of the fact that the Champions League's on soon. I imagine we'll get to the first game of the season in the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow night, for people wondering. Chat, how do I see the XG table? You go to the league table and then it's one of the drop-downs. I did a very long video, which I'm sure lots of the people here have seen, but if you've not seen it, if you do want to know kind of my thoughts right now on the game, I feel like my thoughts haven't really changed since that video. The video is called "Can Football Manager Be Saved?" And basically, the TLDR is, I think this, as a sports management game, is actually quite a good game, but as a football manager game, it just isn't at the standard that Sports Interactive have set themselves. And there is just too many glaring issues and bits where it's very evident they cut corners to get the game out that make it just feel like a cheapened experience. And when you're spending, or when you're charging more money than any previous edition, like, you're always going to feel backlash for that. And you're not streaming on Twitch too? We are streaming on Twitch too, but I've been having lots of issues with it randomly disconnecting. But we should be on Twitch. Are you there? Are we there? Twitch, are you there? The Twitch is here. If it's not here, then it's been down a while and no one said anything, which would actually be quite funny. Not here. Excellent. That's what I want to hear from Twitch. I feel like quite indifferent to this football manager. Like, I'll be honest, I'm enjoying it a lot. Like, but if you're somebody who likes to delve into the details, and I kind of cover it in the video, like the stuff that's missing, I totally understand why it feels very, very half-baked. I'm thinking of starting a series where I kind of just do like a really kind of complete guide to Football Manager, but I don't know if there's that much. Well, there is demand for it, but I don't know how much demand there is for it. Because I realise right now, as I'm going through my team, I'm kind of setting up the training, but I'm not really acknowledging what I'm doing at all. And if you're someone who's watching the stream, kind of maybe going, maybe I should pick up that Football Manager. Let's see someone play it if it's any good. Like, you have no idea what I'm doing here. The reason we've picked Norwich really is just, in real life, they are underperforming a lot, and they've got quite a fun young squad, which I think just makes for quite a fun Football Manager save game. What am I doing with Jurisic? I think I'm going to train him as a striker. I think he could be quite a good, like, more supportive striker. I feel like he's not complete enough to play at midfield. Oh, he's pretty raw everywhere, isn't he? You forget he's 21 now. Is it Cernac or Jurisic who's got, like, a season-ending injury in real life as well? I think if I lose Josh Sargent, Jurisic is going to play a lot more at striker. Best tactical style so far? Gegenpress is still pretty good, but you can play like a very low possession-based system and have quite a lot of success. If there is a meta, I don't think I've found it, and I don't think I've seen people discussing it. If that makes any sense. I'm sure that people will eventually sap the fun out of the game, but until then, I feel like a lot of styles can work. Hottest take you've seen so far? I don't know what hot takes I've seen. I'll be honest, when it comes to people's discourse around Football Manager, I find a lot of the most vocal people outside of creators are kind of just doing it in bad faith or are just screeching into the void, hoping someone will listen to their complaints about the game. So I tend to ignore it and not see that many hot takes. Also, does anyone care about squad numbers? No? Good. Someone definitely does. Don't care. Squad numbers are woke. Vol 2-3-1 is still meta. 105 games, lost 7. But who are you managing, Anfield legend? I mean, 4-2-3-1 will always be good because it's quite a good shape in real life. You're managing Boca Juniors. So you're managing one of the biggest teams in Argentina. Like, I mean, I assume Boca are predicted to be right up there in Argentina still. They still have a lot of quality players. I think River are probably a tiny bit ahead. Thing is, the whole discussion around metas in Football Manager is a load of, like, not nonsense, but at least in PvP. Like, I think I showed in the league, I literally played a free back. I played like a 3-4-3 in the league and won. I feel like 4-2-3-1 is just good in real life, so it's good in Football Manager. Also, chat, I was meant to instant result. Why am I here? Get me out. At least the instant result button's in game. Did we win? I don't know. It's somewhat chat. Did we win, he says, as he has to scroll through this. I could just close this, but why? Stuff like this is what just convinces me that no one play tested the game. Did we win? We lost 2-0. Excellent. Like, it shows every single friendly that happened on that day. Why is your game not the one at the top? Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe, is that me just complaining for the sake of it? It's just the little things like that are the things that really irk me this year. Okay, the offers are back in for Sargent. Fiorentina's is going to be non-negotiable, isn't it? Right, so that one doesn't work. Do I take the 9 million from Brentford that goes up to 18? I need 9 million up front is probably enough to make it work, but I kind of want the money all now rather than me getting 9 million over 3 years. I feel like they're going to say no to this. I feel like they're doing the installments because they literally can't afford to pay it up front, and that's why I can't negotiate with them at all. Let's ask for 8 mil up front, 10 mil in... You know what? I'll take 10 mil at the end of the season rather than expecting it this year, because if it's an FFP thing, then I want 10% percentage of next sale. Oh, I forget that you can mortgage the installments now as well, can't you? I forgot that was a thing. That is a thing. You can mortgage the installments. Although I guess the mortgage I'll get on that is quite good. Is it crazy to say I think Josh Sargent is good, but I don't actually think he's that amazing. The mortgaging of sales might be the best new feature in FM this year. Brentford make loan offer for Sargent. No. You know what? I don't think I will. Okay, Mbakazi's here. He is very good. He's got a release clause to teams in a higher division. But at 19, he is my centre-back for the future. He's the man we're going to play in the middle, at the heart of our defence, and he's going to be our quarterback. Hey, Mr. Teeny Dude, how are you doing? How is the editor? What is the sit rep on the state of the editor right now? I appreciate you, mate. I hope you're well. Right, I did put in a transfer room in request, didn't I, for strikers? We found 19 recommendations for these requirements. Show me the 19. Oh, look at this. You get the... is it just me, or is this, like... He's very good. Is it just me, or is the transfer room, like, literally, like, a great feature? Bogdan Popov from Empoli. He's big. I mean, he's not got the physicals of Sargent, but, like, there's stuff to like. I mean, there's stuff he's better at, like, maybe not the stuff you need him to be better at, to be fair, but he's 18. He kind of fits the philosophy, doesn't he, does Popov? Make him our big forward with Visgarden next to him. Because Chris Gardner is like the pace. Forward determination, is not great, but determination actually isn't as important as ambition and professionalism in player development. He's got media-friendly handling for media handling. His personality is balanced as well. Let's just see how much they want. He wants a minimum release clause. Can we get rid of the release clause? Okay. I might be able to remove it. He's just very well-rounded, isn't he? He's big as well. He's very big. Oh, okay, well, over the wage budget. Let me rejig the budgets. We'll do some installment shenanigans here, because this is going to be a signing for the future anyway. If I can get him for like 2 mil, it would be a scam. I think anything less than 3.5 mil, and we've got to go for it. That's a bit... I don't like that. I guess it's because it's I mean, the thing is with his age as well. How about 4 mil? I mean, 4.5? 4.5 mil, and I'm paying 3 million of it over 3 years. That's fine. How do you have face on some players? Do you use a face pack? I did. I did a video today on YouTube covering face packs, and it also covers badge packs as well. The logo pack I'm using. So if you do want to get player faces and badge packs, go check out that video. It's very, very good. Drazer, I am fully aware of what determination does, my friend. I have been playing Football Manager for a very, very long time. I have to say, like, the transfer room, right, is just like the director of football recommendations on steroids. Like, it is such a big upgrade. Also, the fact you hit back every time it takes you one screen back from this is infuriating. Chat. Have you seen who I've seen? The GOAT. Philip Bungard. I mean, he's not quite at the level I'd hope for. Oh, Philip. I trained this boy to play Regista once upon a time. I can't even train him at Regista anymore. Game's gone. The game is gone. He's actually still very good. My scouts think he'd be our third choice striker. Consistent performer. He's Danish. We have a lot of Danish players already, right? Do we have a lot of Danish? I feel like we have a few. Yeah, we do have it. We do have a few Danes. We could add him to the Danish contingent. Mediocre Danish players. We could be our 5th Danish player. I don't see the issue. He's got to be a maybe, hasn't he? Also, Cardiff are making a loan offer for Oscar. Oscar's going to start for me this year. Is he set to be available for loan? He shouldn't be. Let's get that updated. We've got a little Danish club. Chat, what food is like Denmark known for? I'm just thinking about what food I can eat in honour of all these players. Eled Manmon. Madmon? He's not very quick. He's not quick and he's not big. You've got to be one of those two things to play for me. Pedro Mendes. Oh, Pedro Mendes is big. He's actually very big. Is he too big? Perfectionist personality could be good for tutoring the kids. I mean, I'm probably going to need a couple of strikers. Would fail to get a work permit. I can't keep offering the SE slots. I've used them all. Should I start my main save now or wait for tomorrow's update? You can start it now. There might be a data update that comes tomorrow, but it's not going to change a great deal. I do like this feature in general, though. I feel like this, like, the transferring feature, it's just the director of football thing on steroids, right? I kept having people tweet me in the first few days of the game being out, being like, where's director of football recommendations? And it's a bit like, well, I don't know where it is, but just use the transfer room. It's the same but better. How am I finding things at the moment? I don't mind it. Like, there's a few illogical things, right? Like, right now, whenever I hit back on this screen, it takes me one out of the screen I want to be in. But I feel like I've got used to the game. How quick do I think they'll fix the console a bit? I'm not, mate. They've not fixed the PC version that's been out for over 2 weeks at this point. So, I don't want to delete your hopes, but I wouldn't have my expectations too high. I think I might go for Bungard and who was the big bloke chap? Pedro Mendes. Although I've already got the offer from Popov. Thing is, Mendes might not get a work permit. Was Bungard going to get a work permit? Shapendi was the other option, but I don't like him as much. Retta Medic, mate, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, thank you. Any chance you could loan players in from Barca? I hate using loans. But the other thing is, in this instance, right, like I've got such a young first team that if I'm loaning in players, I'm just preventing development of the players that I actually own that are my club's assets. Which does just feel a tad short-sighted. Worth buying this game. Honestly, Bendad, it completely depends on how you play Football Manager. I think the best thing you can do is, there's a demo on Steam where you can play 6 months in-game for free. And if you think the game's for you after that 6 months, you can then pay the price of the game and then continue the save game that you started on the free demo into the full game. I think that is the best way of deciding if this game is for you. Because I do think a lot of people's enjoyment on this game is going to hinge on how do you play FM normally. Did they fix the bugs? There's thousands of bugs, mate. You got to be more precise than the bugs that were problematic for you, for me to be able to tell you if they fixed those bugs. But the game is still buggy. I remember Jack said to my friend once, I play FM for a living, I'm more important than you. Did everyone stand up and clap after that? Who do I think's winning tonight? Oh, Liverpool, obviously. Bungard wants to be the highest earner. Is he having a giraffe? Is he having a giraffe? Anyone else had the bug where they just don't kick off the second half? I've heard of this bug, and I don't know what the fix is. I heard some people suggest that if you go to the time controls in the top right and like keep tapping to go back 10 seconds, it will unfreeze you. But I don't know if that is actually true or not, because I've not had the issue myself. Is there a demo version? There should be. I assume it went live at 6 o'clock, but I can't be certain. Lloydie, how you doing, mate? Thank you so much for the 21 months. I appreciate you, mate. I think this is going to be a one-club save. I mean, we're in pre-season of Season 1, so it's a bit hard to say this soon what the long-term plan is. Also, Popov is only asking for £10,000 here. He is such a better value for money transfer than Bungard. Like, crazily so, to the point where I'm now questioning if I even should sign Bungard. Am I not watching the Liverpool game? I am going to go off and watch the Liverpool game very shortly. I want to get as much of pre-season done so that we can fire up the stream tomorrow evening and get straight back into things. Also, it's a bit annoying on this screen here. When you change the budgets, it doesn't update the budgets in accordance with you changing the bonuses, which is odd. Demo is out. There you go. I don't think I'm going to sign Bungard. Bungard is more expensive on more money, and I don't think he's as good. Like, Popov just looks legit. He's well-rounded. He kind of fits this mantra. I probably could sell Sargent and immediately go for promotion, but I'd rather have this young team that we developed for a year or two. I think that's going to be the play. MK Gamma Ray, 50 months. 50. 50, dude. I appreciate it. Does comparison work now? It works if you add the players to a shortlist. The issue is if you have lots of shortlists, then it doesn't work. So, like, yeah. So it's like a bit of a band-aid solution that doesn't really solve things. But, like, for example, now, because I've added these two players to a shortlist, I can go to select shortlisted. But if you've got a big shortlist, like, how am I meant to find the guy that I was just looking at? There needs to be a recently viewed players option. Like, it's very clear to me that this was a very kind of band-aid solution that they had to throw together quickly. And also, when you compare players, this polygon, like, what is this polygon? Like, it's not the polygon on the player profile screens. It just picks, like, some random attributes. Like, it's just not finished. Like, just absolutely bizarre. Black Rose, thank you for the prime as well. It's frustrating, because, like I said, I actually think the bare bones of this game are very good. But the amount of little issues and stuff where it's just very evident the game is not finished just make it unenjoyable. Chat, why is there a regen at the top here? Why is there a regen? Did we sign him from Bansander? Maybe it's a sign. His face looks like it's off a milk carton. It's very blurry. Riyadh Deadline Day. Deadline Day is in the game. I've seen loads of people tell me Deadline Day is in the game. Now, the UI doesn't go all yellow, admittedly. But Deadline Day is in Football Manager this year. I'm not sure where this whole Deadline Day's gone, like, happened. Like, you still get agent offers. They appear on your portal screen in the top right. It's a bit bizarre. Oh, do we add another South African to our ranks? This guy's got caps. He's not even that expensive. He's not really an upgrade on what I've got, though, and he's about to turn 21. Cup draws still in the game? No, cup draws have gone. When is Park to Prem? I need to work out if there's going to be a lower league database that is a good fit for doing the save game. And if there isn't, maybe we wait. And if there is one, then it will start sooner. Good evening. This has probably been asked already. I've installed face packs, logos, kits, real name fixes. Are there any other add-ons you'd recommend? The new gen face pack is quite good. I did a video on YouTube covering mods for the game, and it's one of the 4 mods I featured there. But there is going to be an update coming out tomorrow, so maybe wait for that update to happen before you get that. The Liverpool game kicked off at 8. It kicks off at 8, right, chat? Not 7:45. If I've got the times wrong, that'd be so funny. I'm just sat here chilling, sitting here looking at South African players. 8 PM on Prime. Oh yeah, it's a Prime game. I say that like we discussed. Actually, Amazon's coverage of sports is actually annoyingly good. To the point where I kind of feel like you're meant to not like it, but you kind of have to give it some respect. I'm looking at the other options as strikers. I think Popov is the boy. Popov is the boy. Face and logo packs are out. They are indeed. I did videos on both this morning. Anyway, to loan out players efficiently via the transfer room, you can use the transfer out and then set like your players that you want to loan out. If you've got players you want to loan out, you can go to the loan tab here, then filter, then like select the positions of players. I'll just go through these, and it tells you which of your players might fit the requirements. But you can also just offer out the players for loan as well. Shane Duffy might be the fit. Offered to Bristol City, Shane Duffy. Someone take Shane Duffy. Ben Napper, I won't sack you at the end of the year if you get rid of him. What's the point of a director of football to send stuff for him to sort, like contracts? That's about it. Bungard, chat, I'm going to cancel this transfer. He's costing me £20,000. Do you have to start a new save game for face packs to work? No, they can work in an in-progress save game. Taoratsu Mida's into the last 5 years of his contract. Chat, he never went to Manchester United. Did United turn him down, or... Oh, he wants us to get promoted. He's so good. For a free transfer. Pain. Pain. Bristol City are not willing to make an offer for Shane Duffy. No one wants him. What if I offer him out for nothing? Right. Transfer listed. Asking price is nil point. I can't set 0. Okay, it's 1k. Surely that's worth a bid. If you want to filter by attributes, by the way, chat, it's a bit stupid because what you have to do is you pick your attributes here, right? And then to set the values, you actually have to go back to search criteria. And then, wait, did they break it? It used to be a thing at the bottom here. Have they got rid of it by accident? Did they break it in an update? Well, I think they broke it in the update. You know what? No more questions. Oh, is it the attributes tab at the bottom? Oh, it's there. Sorry, yeah, you're right, chat. The fact that that's there, by the way, is that just another thing where the UI is like just not good? I don't know. I don't get why this stuff is here and not here. Is that stupid? Like, admittedly, I should just see attributes there. But the fact I don't see it and the fact I have to go to this screen and then to a tab rather than it just being at the bottom of here makes no sense to me. Like, what? Why is this attributes bit just not here? Like, I've picked the attributes I want, then to edit the parameters, I have to click, then click again. I feel like sometimes I'm complaining for the sake of it. But there's stuff with the game that makes no sense. Right, chat. We'll instant result this game, and then I think we'll wrap up the stream ahead of the Liverpool game kicking off. But like I said, I will be live tomorrow evening. I'll say hesitantly from 6 p.m. We'll be live with some more FM action. I feel like, actually, I'm quite looking forward to this save game now. And I think if we get rid of Sargent, it's going to maybe make the end of the transfer window a little bit spicy. Like, all of a sudden, well, I'm already going to have a few players to get rid of, but there's going to be some wheeling and dealing to be done. I just realised I never checked what our percentage transfer revenue was. Okay, it's 100%. So we're probably going to have like £10+ million to play around with, which should be nice. But yeah, we'll leave things there for today. I appreciate you guys a lot. Obviously, a bit of an off-the-rail stream today. Always funny when you fire up Football Manager with no plan as a streamer and just go with the flow. But hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out and vibing with me today. There will be a Manchester United episode up on YouTube tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And hopefully Liverpool are going to go and win. I'm going to hit this button that I've not hit in 3 months and hope that it goes to the outro screen. I'll see you guys again very, very soon.